Hi everybody. In this video we have a really beautiful and quiet boondocking spot located in the Arizona desert. This spot has limitless locations for camping, is close enough to town, has great cell service, and can fit any size rig. Best of all, it's free! Stay tuned and we will tell you all about it. We are Kyle and Nicole, avid travelers from Michigan. In 2021, Kyle quit his job and we have been traveling across North America in our travel trailer while I continue to work full-time from the road. We love to create content showing amazing destinations, things to do, free camping spots, and RV life. We hope you will like, subscribe, and comment on our videos and join us for these fantastic adventures. You never know where we will pop up next. We are arriving to Palm Canyon Road, which is part of the Kofa Wildlife Refuge. This is our first time camping out here. The access is off of US Route 95, which is the road that connects the towns of Quartzite and Yuma in Arizona. If you are looking on Campendium or iOverlander, you will find many places to camp in this area.
It's another beautiful desert boondocking spot. There are just miles and miles of road, lots of places to pull off. The road getting in here is pretty rough, but if you just go slow, you'll be fine. It's pretty washboardy though. It gets pretty obnoxious to go much more than a mile or two, but if you can deal with it and go in further, you're going to see less people. There's just endless spots. They're all nice and level, they're on gravel. The only issue you're going to have is that there's a berm on the side of the road to be able to camp. So you're going to have to be careful and choose a spot that will work for your rig, or get out some blocks or a shovel or something to compensate for the hill.
This area is just outside Quartzite, so if you want to get away from the LTV areas that are a lot busier, this is much more appealing to us. Nice, quiet, relaxing desert boondocking. Quartzite just doesn't seem appealing to us, but you're still nearby the town. It's only about 10 to 15 minutes away, so if you need any of the amenities from the town, you can go check them out, and you can come out here and relax and have some nice peace and quiet. It's nice and warm, it's a nice place to boondock and spend a couple of weeks in the winter. There are no issues with working from the road here. We had great Verizon cell service.
Another thing that's nice about this place is that the sites are ginormous. And so if you're camping with other people, like we happen to be right now, there's lots of space for you and your friends, and you're not crowded at all. And there's lots of groups of people here. I've passed 4 or 5 motorhomes that are all together. So it's a real nice place if you've got some friends you want to camp with. So where we are camping is BLM land, but you can also camp inside the Wildlife Refuge itself. There's a 14-day stay limit. There's quite a bit to do in the refuge. It's a huge area. There's lots of roads. There's many entrances to get into the area, and then there are multiple 4-wheel drive recommended high clearance vehicle roads to go exploring on. So if you just want to drive around the desert, go see some formations and some different things in the desert, this is a pretty cool place. We always like coming to wildlife refuges. They're a lot more low-key than a lot of national park places, a lot less busy, and still some cool sights. Palm Canyon Road is over 7 miles long. At the end of the road, there is a trailhead where you can hike into the canyon, and you can actually see palm trees up in the canyon out in the desert. The trail is maybe 3/4 of a mile to get out to where you can see the palm trees. It's uneven terrain, and there's a little bit of elevation gain, but overall it's a pretty easy hike. It's pretty enjoyable to go out and see palm trees just sitting in this canyon. Not something you would expect to see. I don't know anywhere else where you could find that.
There are over 40 palm trees found in this grove, and these palms are the only native palm trees in Arizona. They were discovered in 1923 by a botanist and have been able to survive because the canyon provides enough moisture and protection from the sun. Something unique here is the mysterious Kokopelli spiral. How it got here and how it hasn't been destroyed is a mystery, but it is a random desert find that is quite interesting to see. This is one of those places where it's easy to spend time here without having to leave. It's a great place if you want to get some steps and wander around. If you had bikes, it's all gravel here, so not a bad place to ride a bike. This is also a popular place for ORVs. There are lots of ORV trails in the refuge here that you can explore. What I liked about this area is that there are tons of spots to camp. This is a place where I would not worry about pulling into and not being able to find a spot. The area is just so expansive. I also like that you're parking on gravel. I have no idea why this area is all gravel, but it's a nice change from parking on dirt in the desert. I also like that it's pretty darn level here. There are some slopes, but you could easily find a spot that you wouldn't have to do any leveling at all. For us, this wasn't a place where we needed to just park and go scope out a site. You just pull off when you're ready to set up camp. There were only a couple things that I didn't like about camping here, which were the road in is quite washboardy. It got better the further you drove in, but to get to that point was not worth it for us. Towing on a washboard road is not very fun. In this area, the views aren't necessarily better in one spot versus the other. The more you go in, the closer you are to the mountains, but it doesn't really get you anything different. Some spots might have saguaros in them. We decided when to stop based on our tolerance for the road. The other thing that I didn't like is the berms to get into the sites can be tricky if you don't have a lot of clearance. We didn't have any trouble, but you need to be aware. There are still plenty of sites where you can easily access them, but some sites might be more challenging to enter based on your low points. Thanks for watching our video on Palm Canyon Road and the Kofa Wildlife Refuge. Hopefully this video gives you some details on the area and what camping here is like. If you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks for watching.